F1 is back. Formula One. Yeah, Formula One is back, baby. It's back. Woo! Formula One is back. Formula One is back. Woo! Should we go again? Formula One is back. The season hasn't started yet, but you know where I'm going with it. Now, if you've been on my channel lately, I've been talking about other stuff, football. Do football now, foot watch-alongs. Also do the WWE pay-per-views. But it was time to do another Formula One video. We're going to talk about this gobshite on my screen. That's what it is, a gobshite. Now, what did I say? What did I say when they employed this idiot? What did I say when they employed this idiot? F1 FIA boss. Ben Shalaman. Can't pronounce his name, probably botched his name, and I don't care. You knew what I'm talking about. The guy on my screen, the gobshite on the right. What did I say? They should have gave it to Graham Stoker. Graham Stoker was the guy who should have got the job. But in Formula One, as we all know, money rules. This is why this business has no credibility whatsoever. Are you surprised this guy doesn't like women? Why are people so surprised that women are beneath him? You know how they are. You know how them people are. And now he's coming out, he's saying, oh, I don't think about that. That doesn't reflect me. I'm 2023. I don't think like that anymore. Yes, you do. Everybody knows that you're just trying to backpedal because you know your job is on the line. The biggest question is, why is he still there? Why is Ben Shalama still there? Why? He should be exited out of Formula One. We do not want people like that in our sport. Very simple. I've been calling it for years. Nobody listens. They said, oh, he's a nice guy. Why? Why is he a nice guy? Now the paddock hate him. I heard he's popular around the FIA, but the paddock do not like this guy. Because there was rumours there was going to be a 20 billion takeover of Formula One by the Saudis. Hugh Media brought that for $4 billion. $4 billion. And the Saudis rumoured to be offering them 20 billion. 20 billion. Where do you think they got the okay from? Where do you think that came from? All of us other now, the Saudis want to buy Formula One. I don't think Heat Media's going to sell. I wouldn't sell. I'd keep it with Heat Media. Very simple. Very simple. Do not sell. And I think that's why the team principals, like Toto, and a few others, I don't know the names exactly, who the ones that don't like it, but they said the paddock, he's not popular around the paddock. And you think about it, there's 4 races now in Saudi, all them areas. You've got the Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, and the list goes on. I heard that they want more. Now all of a sudden now the Saudis want to buy it. They want to pay over the odds. They want to control everything. No. Formula One stays with Hugh Media. Personally, I don't like Hugh Media. Hugh Media tried to make Formula One into a film. We know what happened in 2021. But I'd rather Hugh Media controlling F1 than the Saudis, put it that way. Because let's face it, this company, its credibility is more or less minus zero. Minus zero. And if the Saudis buy it, if the Saudis buy it, it's going to be 20 times lower. We know this. Now, just the best thing they should do is get rid of this dude and bring in Graham Stoker. He was the last candidate with him at the end, going for the job. Ben Chalamet got the job, probably got it because he had the biggest pocket. Graham Stoker, he's the one, ex-FIA guy. He's the one who should be in charge of the FIA. Graham Stoker, he should be the president of the FIA. You can't have a guy like this who's got accusations got flowing around that he doesn't respect women. And the thing about it, it's the truth, because he actually said, oh, that doesn't reflect my views in 2023. So basically, he's admitted it and he hasn't changed his mind. It's just because he got caught. No. I'm not going to say no more of that. You know where I stand with that. Now, there's rumours going around. Actually, before I even start this. There you go. Now, there's rumours going around that I think Ford are basically coming into Formula One. And I'm going to give my opinion on this about Ford coming into Formula One. Ford. Yeah, why not? Ford is legendary. It goes back to 1968, all the way through to the 70s, up to 73. Graham Hill won his second world title with Ford under the Cosworth name. 1969, Jackie Stewart won his first world title with the Ford Cosworth engine V8. 1970, the Austrian driver, forgot his name, is the only guy that when he won the world championship, he wasn't there because he lost his life. I think he was at Monza he died. He won the world title in 1970 with the Ford Cosworth engine. And then you got the 1971, the famous Tyrrell. The famous Tyrrell where Jackie Stewart won his second world title, again with a Ford engine. The Lotus Gold, remember the famous Ford Gold and black, the Lotus? That was won by a Ford engine. So the Ford is very historic in Formula One. And I welcome the fact that Ford is in Formula One. And I think they're coming into Formula One. They're going to be powering the powertrains of Red Bull. And then you got in 1973, Ford won 4 constructors in 6 years. Imagine that. 4 constructors. I know back then that was unheard of back in them days in the 60s and the 70s. But Ford done it. And Jackie Stewart won 5 races in that season and won his third world title. That was with a Ford Cosworth engine. And in 1975, the era of Ford came to an end in 1975 after 7 constructors. 1978, Mario Andretti won the driver's title in 1978, and that was with a Ford engine. And in 1980, the Williams captured their first world title. That was with a Ford engine. And in 1981, they captured the constructor's title as well. But the big era when it came to an end was the late 70s. That was the end of an era for Ford. But you look at all what Ford has won. That's all the historic stuff that they've won. And don't forget, before I even go into that, don't forget in 1994 when Michael Schumacher was a Ford Benetton when he won his first world title as well. But you look at all the history of Ford, the prestige of Ford. Ford belong in Formula One. I'd rather it on another team, but the drivetrain is going to Red Bull. That's the rumours going around, I think. I'm not sure if they've announced it yet. I think they're going to announce it soon, but they're going to Ford are going to Red Bull, and and it's good that Ford he's going to be in Formula One again, because there's always a space for Ford in Formula One. And that's about it at the moment. It's how much we're in? We are 10 minutes in. The FIA need a change. This guy can't be in Formula One. This Ben Shalama, he can't be in Formula One. He needs to be exited from Formula One. Shouldn't have got the job in the first place. Should have gave it to Graham Stokes. But like I said, we know why he got it, because money talks. I don't care if he's popular around his friends. He's not popular around the paddock anymore. Drivers don't respect him. Team principals don't respect him. Nobody respects him. So he's a sitting duck. It's a matter of time before he loses his job. And when he does lose his job and the job goes to someone else, I will be so happy, because that's where it deserves. This guy doesn't deserve to be in Formula One. And Hugh Meadow needs to keep Formula One. And if they want to sell it to someone else, sell it to someone else. Don't sell it to them. You look at all the speeches you gave last year about We Racers One, about the rights of women, all that crap that you went on about. If you sold the Formula One to the Saudis, everything what you said, we all listen. Before I even we all know that all the races won, all the Black Lives Matter. You didn't give a shit about it anyway. We know this. But if you do this and you sell to the Saudis, there you go. You gotta hold your head in shame. Shame. You should do it now anyway. But if that happens, that's it. Anyway, this is Solo P1. Don't forget to hit the sub. Don't forget to hit the like. All my socials will be in the description below. I do football watch-alongs now. The big games, the derby games, the Liverpool versus Man City, Man City versus Man United, Champions League games, the big derbies, Arsenal versus Tottenham, the big ones. My channel, if you like that kind of thing with football, come on my channel. It's not just Formula One now, it's a sport channel. Free sports, WWE wrestling pay-per-views, the Premier League, Champions League, and Formula One. But Formula One will always be my baby. I'll never stop doing Formula One. That is #1 in my channel. So if you like all that, hit the sub, hit the like, man. Let's get this channel going this year, 2023. Let's go. See you later, guys. Bye.